Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Sketch with Us. Today we're going to be drawing villains with Cheesy Manfredo, a guest on the episode. He wants to promote his new chapter of his comic, Villainverse. Say hi.
Yo,
Cheesy.
how I do? Here I am, doing the shit back on the promotional tours from podcast to podcast.
Speaking of self-promotion, where can they find you?
They can find me at Cheesy Manfredo on Twitter, Instagram. My Tumblr's still around. I don't use that. But if you want to read Villainverse, you can actually read it for free, both prologue and chapter 1. You can read it on villainverse.tumblr.com right now, because that's a free place to post it at. And I formatted the Tumblr to look like, I guess, a website for webcomics, so it's not so jarring. It doesn't look like a blog, Yeah, you can check that out. There should probably be a link of it.
I haven't checked out the Tumblr. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's just somewhere where some people could read it for free. Because originally I was gonna have chapter 1 be free once chapter 2 is over, but in these kind of despairing times we live in right now,
Troubling times.
Yeah, these troubling times we live in right now. I'm like, you know what? People have more important things to spend money on, and I would kind of feel bad if I take money away from people who need it for more important things. So I'm just gonna have the chapter out for free. But if you still want to support me, you can still buy a digital copy on Gumroad or itch.io, Villainverse/Gumroad/itch.io. Yeah. So
The fact that you put it on itch.io is so funny.
I mean, I just found out you could sell comics on there, and I'm like, oh, might as well.
I know.
Yeah. If you want to reach the people, you got to go where the people are at,
I'm guessing not itch.io.
I mean...
But yeah, also Graf is here.
Hey guys, I'm feeling real villainous today. I'm gonna chop you all up with my axe.
I'm not feeling that aggressive.
I feel like
I'm glad you can pick up the slack.
I feel like a bad boy right now. Feeling like a real rough customer. A real a bad boy, if you will.
No-do.
A really, I don't do good things. I don't do good things kind of guy.
Where can they find you, Graf?
Oh yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Art of Graf. And no, I won't be streaming in the next couple of weeks probably. So you can still follow me on Twitch though. Same name.
Good luck with your work. I know the deadline's coming soon. Stay strong, Graf.
I'm trying to.
And I'm James Tolbert. You can find me at JamesTolbert_ on Instagram and Twitter. I do graphic design.
Hell yeah.
Before we start, I want to mention we have a Discord server that you can join if you want. There we do weekly events. We do little art challenges called Sketch with Us. This week, it's all about villains, and you can tag us on Twitter with that hashtag, as well as post it on the Discord to get a shout out on the next episode. And then we also do little watch parties, as well as cooking shows. Come on, join. It's a fun place.
And comic jams.
Yeah. And comic jams as well.
All the things.
There's activities every week, and I hope you enjoy the community. As for today, we're going to be taking turns drawing ourselves as villains in the style of Cheesy's comic, Villainverse. Can you tell us a little bit about what Villainverse is? What kind of story is it?
Okay, well, Villainverse, we don't really follow a main character. It's more about, I guess, society.
Wait, guys, we can also do it while drawing, right?
That's very true.
Who's gonna start drawing?
Well, you're the first in call order. I don't know if you want to start right away.
Oh, okay. All right. So you want me to come up with like a whole new villain right now, or?
Well, you draw yourself.
Ideally, you'd come up with a villain that looks like you.
Okay.
You draw yourself as a villain.
Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, so yeah. So the thing with I guess I gotta every time I guess I come up with a villain, you gotta kind of come up with like a gimmick. Like what is this villain got going for them? Right?
What's Cheesy Manfredo's gimmick?
What's my gimmick? I guess I guess clowns would be my gimmick, right? Okay,
Kind of.
I like clowns.
Don't just drop bongo. Don't just drop
I'm not
evil bongo.
I'm not gonna just drop bongo.
I mean pasta. I meant pasta.
No, I got
I meant don't.
I have a soft spot for like cold themed villains like Mr. Freeze.
Like Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, like Mr. Freeze or like Captain Cold. You know those kind of super villains. Like
Yeah.
The ones that just say like cold puns.
Yeah, those are pretty chill.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I always have a soft spot for that, so I guess we could do something with with cold and clowns. There could be a pun there somewhere.
Maybe popsicles. Maybe.
Oh, okay, that could work.
Yeah, because they're like festive and kiddie friendly, but also cold.
There's this association with ice cream trucks and clowns. Right.
Ooh, that also works. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, okay.
The Chuckle Trucker, or something.
You need Okay, you're just gonna start with a face and see how that goes, right? But
Oh, this is actually really fun. I love seeing your design process.
Thanks. Yeah. So this is. I guess we'll refine this in a second, but I like I'm a sucker. Oh yeah, I like for villain verse. I like giving like characters kind of like exaggerated smiles. Like
yeah,
like in real life, how would this smile even function? Right?
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
It looks like a flower.
It wouldn't. So but that's like what's great about like cartoons is like you could kind of like do stuff like that. Sure. What I always love? I always love like the little like Eskimo hoodies, the ones with like the fur. Right?
Oh yeah, like ice climbers.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for those kind of outfits. Right.
Huh.
So we could
That's a really good little combination.
Yeah, we could do something like this. You could have the little like I don't know what those ball things are. Like the balls you see on the clowns. The little like I guess cloth. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Like fabric.
They're pom poms.
Yeah, the little pom poms. I guess. Yeah.
That's what a pom pom is.
We could probably. We need like a good name. Maybe Popsicle is a good name. I like that. Or Pop. Or Frosty. Oh wait, Frosty Pop. I like that. Right.
Popsicle, like he uses a small scythe.
He You ever seen the movie? I bring this up in every podcast I'm in. I always bring it up. Have you seen the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No. But I've heard about.
Okay,
the name rings a bell.
Okay, it's pretty great. In that movie, like there's these alien clowns that have guns that turn people into cotton candy. Hey, here's my background. Can you hear my background of what's going on?
Yeah, there's like music going on or something.
Okay,
I don't know if that'll come out in the capture, but
it's fine.
There's people talking and music going.
As long as we talk, it's fine.
Okay, do you guys want to add like some colors or something to this while I go fix that real quick?
You can just cut, right?
We can just cut it.
Whatever. Alright. Alright, yeah, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
I mean, I can also just draw. I can add to it, wait.
Are you making a sheep?
You
No.
giving him organs? Oh, he's like an ostrich.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
I see.
I see. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they have the gun that turns people into cotton candy, right? So maybe this guy could have like a gun that turns people into popsicles.
Oh, and then he eats them alive. Ah.
No, he sells them. Oh, yeah, that's how he makes money. Yeah. Because he's evil.
By the way.
Yeah.
The prompt was kind of draw ourselves as villains. Is this guy you, or is he just a cool villain? Because either way, it's fine. But
I mean, okay. So I guess when you say draw yourself as villains, I kind of interpreted like, okay, so if I want to become a villain, I need to go with a gimmick that I like, right?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
So I guess this could be me.
Well, you can put him in an ice cream truck, and you can be the ice cream truck.
I think I might just add him into the comic. I kind of like this idea.
What? Oh, that's awesome. We created it. Well, you created it this time, but we were witness to it.
Yeah. Like I'll credit you. I'll bring it up somehow. But yeah, he could he could have like a little. He has like a gun. Maybe it looks like a snow globe at the top with a little snowman, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
I see.
and
Oh, maybe the snow globe could be the ammo, so you have to like
he
shoot out
reloads.
until the
Oh,
snow
yeah.
globe's empty. Like you keep shooting until there's no more snow in the snow globe, and then you like unscrew it and then screw a new fresh snow globe into it.
And in Villainverse, I like to do the thing where like villains don't run out of ammo for any of their weapons because they all have like they all have a way to kind of like respawn a lot of ammo. So, for example, like if you read Chapter 1 of Villainverse, the outfit,
I have.
yeah, the outfit. If you notice that the villain pulls out weapons out of his own outfit, right?
Yeah.
It's the name for it is called the Void Suit, and what it is like, it's kind of like a mini, like the suit is like a portal to his armory, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Which is like on a planet called Machinima Maximus, and the villain mentions it for like a second. The planet's going to be relevant in the later chapters, but so yeah, if he ever needs a weapon, he just pulls it out. He'll never run out of ammo or anything to shoot with, right? And then
that makes sense.
Yeah, and the character Dirty Bomb, she like has polka dots on her outfit, right? And she can actually peel off the polka dots, and they're like little black balls, and they become big, and they're her bombs, right? So she just peels her bombs like off of her own outfit, and like the outfit just produces more bombs, right? So like
that's genius. I hadn't thought about that. I must have missed it if you did
no,
it in chapter 1.
I didn't demonstrate it really. I didn't demonstrate it at all. There's a lot of stuff like there's like a lot of little mini kind of like how the universe functions kind of stuff that I didn't really like highlight in chapter 1, but you'll see it like in later chapters. So I'm thinking maybe this guy could pull off like the polka dots on his outfit to make the snow globes or the snowballs or something.
That could
right?
work.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be cool if the little pom-poms that are hanging from his outfit respawned and those were the snow globes, maybe.
Yeah, maybe snowballs. He could trap people in the snowballs and stuff. Right.
Ooh, he shoots you with a gun, and then you turn into the little character inside the snow globe.
Or he traps you with snow globes. There's a lot of things he could do. His spaceship probably looks like an ice cream truck.
Because they all have spaceships, of course.
Yeah, each one of them has like their own spaceship, and they all have big egos, so all of their spaceships just look like them. Like I guess spoilers for chapter 2, but Psycho Skull's spaceship is just like a giant fist that just flies through space. And I do a little funny there's like a little funny action set piece with the giant spaceship that's like that's in the shape of a fist. Yeah, you'll see. What do you think of this design so far? Because it screams out clown, but it doesn't scream out cold. I feel like it needs more cold elements.
He needs some ice skates.
Oh,
He needs some ice skates.
Ice skates or like icicles hanging from like his
damn, you're
clothes or
right.
something.
Yeah. Where could I add?
But
I like the
ice skates
icicle
would be
idea,
cool.
but where could I in his clothes? Where on his clothes? I guess I guess maybe his chin? No. Oh, if I gave him sharp teeth, that could be like icicles.
Icicle teeth.
Yeah, I gave him kind of like goofy round teeth.
If you're gonna have blades on the feet, then it makes sense to have another sharp edge somewhere else on the design. So
Right.
you could go for it.
I'm gonna erase his smile.
And his gun can be like
He could have
An
like
icicle.
an unhinged Five Nights at Freddy's jaw with sharp teeth.
Or maybe he what if like he could just shoot himself in the face? What if he shoots himself in the face and that's how he makes his icicle teeth?
Yeah. He has like an install super where he just shoots himself in the face and his teeth turn into like wah!
Yeah, like
Or
sharp.
maybe he gets yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Maybe he can do that with his hands. Maybe he can like summon ice claws or something. Yeah.
Ice claws. He shoots himself in the head.
Yeah.
If he, oh yeah,
Good power.
yeah. Villains are kind of like they don't care about doing attacks that would just give themselves damage because they all could just regenerate. So like he can, if he wants to like stick to the wall, he'll just freeze himself to the wall.
Or how the villain just stabbed through himself into another guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I do something. Damn, I have like Villainverse is probably gonna be around 10 to 11 chapters, and I have like all of them like outlined, but only like kind of like synopsises of what goes down, not really specifics, you know.
The specifics, right?
Yeah, and I like I do
but
that.
I'm sure you have notes for cool scenes that you would want. Like when you thought up a character, you probably thought up like, "Ooh, I would love this character to be able to have this moment or this moment."
Yeah,
you can probably make a list of character moments or something and distribute those in between chapters.
There's a lot of there's some characters that I'm thinking like, I like this villain, but I don't know if he's a villain I want him to appear now. It's probably like big ego of me to like, oh damn, what else could I add this guy? Is there like a felt bucket on drop pile?
Oh,
there is.
Yeah.
It's on the right of the toolbar. It's on the toolbar.
It's
somewhere.
in the toolbar, yeah.
Okay.
A shortcut should be F or something.
Is it Control F? Oh, what was that? Wait.
Don't break it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, it's in the toolbar on the top. You see a little fill
Just
bucket.
click on it.
Yeah.
Please.
Which is it? This? Oh, okay.
It's called flood fill.
All right, hold up.
Whoa, flood fill. Whoa.
Really MS Paint. Hold up.
Yeah, it's not the best fill tool I've ever seen.
I'm fine. I mean, this is kind of like, I'll probably redesign this a little bit more later. You got me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
still, the fact that you're gonna put him in the comic is pretty cool.
Yeah. Wait. I like the name Frosty Pop. Because it's like
Frosty
like
Pop.
like Pop Gun, you know, and
and he's
right.
like your dad, so he's like your pop. He's the Frosty Pop.
Daddy's here. Boop, boop, boop.
Ooh, that works.
Frosty Pop, the cold clown. Good. I like I'm trying to do like there's 3 kinds of names you give your villain. You can give you give them like a pun name. You give them like an alliteration where both letters in the first word and the last word both have the same first one. You know, like cold clown.
Yeah.
Or just names just sound cool. You know, like if you read chapter 1, there's a character that like grabs the villain called Draco Raptor. And
yeah,
and that's like
I like that guy. He has a big mouth, and then another big mouth,
Yeah.
and then a third big mouth somewhere else.
Yeah. he's that name I came up with like maybe like a year ago. I just wrote it down because I thought it sounded cool, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool name. I think I'll use that later somewhere. And I'm like, oh, this character I just came up with doesn't have a name. Just call him Draco Raptor. He's like a patchwork like Frankenstein monster thing. There's like a lot of like sometimes when I come up with a design for a character, I like to give them like a little story, or if they have like relationships with other characters. You know, I always kind of keep that in mind, right?
So who would Frosty the Pop work with? Who would he hate? What is his place in the world?
He probably works with other clowns. There's other clowns I want to introduce.
Right, of course.
Yeah, of course. Originally, I wasn't gonna have like clown villains because I couldn't think of one. Right, but then I came up with one guy. I don't want to say his name because it's gonna be a big spoiler. But
oh no,
it's just you.
Yeah, it's me. It's
just pasta. It's just pasta.
Plot twist. It was me the whole time.
It's just like in Homestuck where you put yourself into the comic and then you marry your favorite dirty bomb.
I'm gonna yes. I'm gonna reveal that this takes place in the Bongo Luna universe.
Oh my god.
No, it doesn't.
Clown Force
Yeah.
versus villainy.
There's no like real kind of like power level system in Villainverse. Like
That's a shame because it feels like it would be the perfect setting
well,
for
because
like a hard coded list that you keep updating in your brain
well, like
of every character.
I guess later on in the series, you're gonna find out how arbitrary like the numbers are, right? Because every time one shot, like the numbers just fluctuate, so you can't consistently be like your number forever, you know. Like someone's just gonna.
I get that. I just feel like the appeal is definitely seeing how these villains one up each other and might like get more powerful each time, and maybe maybe you can have like an underdog suddenly being one of the most powerful ones.
Here's
I feel like the number.
Here's the thing, like, okay, so I noticed that kind of like power systems kind of work if like characters are kind of like honorable, because every character in like the villains in Villainverse are just terrible people. So like, okay, so for example, if the villain were to fight Goku, he wouldn't fight him in a fist fight. He'll try to give Goku cancer, and that's how he wins. Right, because they're all trash people. They're all trying to like, they're all trying to screw over each other. So like, no one's gonna like. The biggest mistake you can make in fighting a villain is assuming they're gonna fight fair. They're gonna like be really fucking dirty about it, right? They're just gonna try to screw you out. Like no one has honor, right? And any villain who does have honor never like lasts long or like is or it stays relevant. You get me?
I understand how a literal power ranking wouldn't make much sense then, but I also really just appreciate the idea of having like the One Piece bounty thing where, oh my god, this guy is so villainous. His villainy level is gigantic. Nobody could fuck with him because he can't be cancered, not even him or something.
I mean, like in Villainverse, I kind of break that because there's moments where like certain villains have like the villain pinned down for like a millisecond or something, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So like
Dirty Bomb has him.
Yeah.
And Dirty Bomb's a wimp.
And I mean, at the end of the chapter 1, for anyone who wants to go read chapter 1 right now, like the villain literally gets his head squashed in. Right, he gets his head fucking destroyed.
But I mean, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's gonna be back. But like, you can still like you can't do that to like Luffy, right? You know, like in you can't.
That's true.
You can't shoot him with a gun. You can't. That's what I mean by there's like no like in One Piece. There's a certain point in One Piece where you just get so strong, bullets don't even work on you, right?
Yeah, but there's always something stronger that does work on you.
Right. But that's usually some other. There's usually some other douchebag with like a bigger number, right?
Yeah.
Like in Villainverse, it's like you could be like the guy who's like extremely powerful, but guns still work on you. You know, it's
okay.
Yeah, that's how.
So it's more like everybody's on a similar playing field all the time. So
it's like everyone.
It's not about comparing power levels.
It's just madness.
It's yeah. So I mean, later on, there's gonna be like literal. There's gonna be characters who like anytime they move, they like destroy a planet. But there is kind of like stress.
Yes.
There is gonna be like there's gonna be.
I love it.
There's gonna be cosmic level threat kind of villains, but that being said, there's always kind of like a way to take it down, you know. As long because no one fights fair, so everyone like is always constantly dirty. Like suicidal like attempts aren't like out of the question, you know. So like I don't know what other colors to add to him. I guess the cliche is to make his nose red, right?
Yeah, but I mean, white is pretty cold. It's like snow, so
I feel like white fits this design.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I might like toy with this a little bit later. I mean, I do that where I just come up with like a random villain and I'll just keep him like in a sketchbook, and I'll be like, if I ever need a character in the background, I go for the sketchbook. You know, but sometimes I just
makes sense.
But sometimes I don't have a villain I want in the sketchbook. You get me? So I have to come up with something, right? There's villains who there's no designs, but I have names for them. I wrote down like a long list of names that I just think that could probably work, right? But they just don't have designs yet. So you
I
know.
mean, you've just proven that you can come up with a design pretty quickly. So
Immediately.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you just gotta
not even with a sketch.
The thing is, you just gotta kind of know what you like. You know, like, oh, I like seeing this in a character, so I'm gonna draw this. You know, it's just kind of like just have fun with it. You know, like just elements that you like in like a character, and just like just you know, just put it in. Like, oh, I like when a character has shoes like this. I like when a character has like eyes like this. I like when a character, or like if you already draw a character like that, you know, try not to do that next time. You know, like I try to make sure that not every single villain has like the same kind of eyes. You know, I mean, some don't even have eyes, but you know, you just gotta.
Ooh, nice choice on the orange. That works really well.
I mean, I was looking for pink, but thank you.
That's very nice.
I think I'm gonna make his teeth like yellow, right?
No,
Because he eats too much ice
They were
cream.
gonna be icicles.
Because he has like nasty teeth. I mean,
Okay.
his icicle teeth could be yellow, but his regular teeth is just like his
Okay,
icicle teeth are
that
white,
works,
but
that works.
his regular teeth are yellow because they're gross. Yes.
That is kind of funny.
All right. So yeah, how's that?
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Thank you. All right. So what
I like it. Who's next?
Yeah,
I'm next in call
Is it
order.
you? Is it me?
So how do
Is
I?
it us?
You can go next if you want to.
No, I'm asked. Who's next? It's Graf.
I mean,
Okay,
if
that's
anyone has
it's
like
your
a,
turn.
I say whoever has like a good idea, but all right. Are you guys gonna save this, or do I just like? Do I turn off that you can't see the layer, or what?
Well, I have to turn
We
it off
each
because
have
I'm.
to turn it off individually.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I do that?
No. Just go down to the layer panel and click the little square next to your name on the left.
Oh, okay, there it is.
So Graf,
Yeah.
what's your villain about? What's your gimmick?
Graf,
Well-
what's a gimmick you just love seeing in a villain, and you, I don't know if you would want to have it, but
I
it's up to
mean-
you.
I thought I'd stick to the prompt of drawing myself as a villain,
Okay, but like
just because I
by the
just
end of
because
the day,
I felt like a villain today.
But I like the idea of Cheesy's design process, so I want to make you like say what.
Well, I
gimmick
mean,
is.
if you're gonna be
So-
if you're gonna be a villain, you know, you gotta pick a gimmick that you'll like. You know, why would you want to be a gimmick that you don't like? You get me?
You know, I'm not a professional villain designer, like you, Cheesy. So what I thought of
wow,
was just
throwing
like
shade.
I'm not a bad person like you, Cheesy. All right, I have standards, moral. I follow honor.
So I this is
Cheesy
this is not
Manfredo,
working.
more like Cheesy Lowlife, am I right?
More like sleazy Manfredo.
Whoa, that would be your villain name.
Yeah, I'm sleazy Manfredo. He's like a scammer, like a con artist.
Oh yeah.
Alright, okay, wait, what? It's Graf time. What are you doing right now, Graf?
I'm sketching. So what I thought is like just like what aspects of me would fit a villain, and I was like, I have an axe.
He does.
Nice.
I've seen it in real life. It's very scary.
That's pretty badass. Do you kill people with the axe?
He just got an axe for Christmas, man.
Yeah. So wait.
Did we ever use it for anything? I think we used it to open a package.
How
I
big
used
of an
it
axe is it?
I used it to cook on Perfectly Baked.
Right.
So you're gonna be like
That's the
chef
thing
Fiend?
Link's made, right?
Are you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
from
chef
that one
that
video.
uses an axe?
No. So like okay, there's a couple things that I thought would be cool. Like I have an axe. I have Austrian lederhosen.
Your gimmick is that you're a stereotype of your country.
I mean,
That could be your gimmick. You
I
could
mean,
be like
that could
the one
work.
Austrian villain.
that's
I
like
guess. But I also thought, okay, I have a skateboard, so let's put that on a skateboard.
Oh.
That would
So
be
you're a
pretty
combination of old and new.
Cool. I'm a combination of. I'm just me, I guess.
a.
Yeah. By the way, I've just been watching a show it all takes place in Austria, which was pretty cool, in Vienna specifically.
Oh, which show?
And I've just been like, it's like a fun supernatural thriller about Sigmund Freud and him having like wacky woohoo hypnotism powers and solving murders in Vienna. It's pretty fun.
Wait, what is it? What's it called?
It's just called Freud.
Oh, okay.
It's on Netflix, and it's all in German, so I'm watching it subbed. And German is really, really funny because it's like funny English, and I can understand some of the words, but they all sound funny. They go Steven instead of 7, and it makes me laugh.
Germans can't talk, right?
But yeah, I was loving it because they just show shots of the streets and the buildings and Stephansplatz and all that, and I was having memories of when we went there, and I was recognizing some of the buildings. It was really cool.
Nice. It doesn't sound like a show I would enjoy, though.
It's entertaining. It's
you
pretty
can just go
entertaining.
outside and see that stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's not trying to be like edgy and psychological. It's more of like a it's a little bit campy and a little bit silly, and I like it.
Yeah, this sounds pretty dope. What kind of villain is it? Are you like a hoodlum kind of villain? Skates around with an axe.
What
I
does he
skate
do?
around with an axe. I'm like Shonen Bat from
Your
the one show.
Your skateboard should have like an axe on it, and every time you do like a kickflip, you cut off someone's head.
Oh my god, that's
Shit,
genius.
that's amazing.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, I guess I mentioned before how villains have like a big ego. Like how they look is how they want their ship to look like. You couldn't really see it that well in chapter 1, but like Chainsaw Chopper, which is the guy with like the chainsaw on his forehead, the wheels on his motorcycle are like chainsaw blades.
Go round and round, round and round, round and round.
Right, so if you can incorporate your
I was expecting
axe.
more like the whole skateboard being an axe
Like-
that you skate on,
like the front,
and you like kickflip into people.
you know,
That's-
like
yeah.
like
That's even
Marceline's
better.
like axe base, you know, like how her base is like an
Yeah.
axe too.
I already regret drawing a skateboard because skateboards are hard to draw.
Tell me about it.
Did I ever mention about my Marceline cosplay in which I built the axe, and that was the only good part of the cosplay because everything else was just like a red shirt that I could find that somewhat resembled what Marshall Lee wears, and like black jeans, and that was it. But I had the axe base.
Did you not paint yourself gray?
No.
But he's like gray.
It was terrible.
You
No, I know. I'm saying it was bad.
Um.
I know what he could have done.
Okay.
I didn't.
I feel you. If you got the gray paint, you could have like recycled it for like a troll cosplay.
I was gonna say I've heard too many horror stories about gray paint on skin. Now I never want to do it.
What if there was like a person who like got their skin permanently gray because they were trying to cosplay a troll?
Those are just the risks you need to be willing to take
And what if he
That's
didn't
a
even
lot of
like
commitment.
to
Homestuck?
be Vriska Serkat.
He doesn't even like
Huh?
Homestuck. He was just trying to be trendy.
Have you read Homestuck, Cheesy?
What was that?
Have you read Homestuck, Cheesy?
Oh no, Lemon's cutting out again.
Oh damn.
Hello? Did I cut out? Hey, I was just asking if you read Homestuck.
No, I have not read Homestuck.
Dang.
I have a vague idea of what Homestuck is. You know, I could tell if someone read Homestuck if you just look at their art style.
Really?
Yeah. It doesn't apply to
really?
everybody. Nah. There's some people, like, if you grew up on Homestuck, you kind of draw a certain way. Like,
I see.
like Gabe, like, draws like he read Homestuck.
Interesting.
You don't...
Do I draw like I read Homestuck?
I'm trying to think. No, I don't think so. You draw like when you draw people, they look like people.
Right.
When people who grew up on Homestuck, when they draw people, it's like the idea of a person is what they draw.
I don't know, man. I think you're extending this theory a bit too far.
Yeah, I'm kind of bullshitting it right now. Wait, Graf, should you give us...
Homestuck was my shit, man.
Yeah, bet. Graf, you gotta give yourself a backwards hat. You gotta give yourself like a backwards, like, bad boy hat.
You gotta make the rim of the hat be an axe blade.
Yes.
I guess the gimmick just turned into axe.
Well, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a...
He'll be the kind of character that goes, let me ask you...
let me ask you a question. Shashing.
Yeah. Wait, let me finish that then.
He's like a skater. His skateboard is like an axe wheeling skateboard. Like, I don't know, something like Axel or something. What kind of name?
Oh,
they call me Axel.
That's so good.
Yeah, because that kind of works. Like, because it sounds like a professional skater name too, right?
But it's also like the axles on the wheels. It's perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Axel. Ah.
They call me
You're
Axel.
so good at names.
He's got a...
They call me Axel. What did they say in Kingdom Hearts? It's like, don't forget it.
They call me Axel. Time to shred it.
Got it memorized? Time to shred it.
And then he kick flips and cuts off your head.
Yeah.
I've come here to kick flips and flick kicks. And I'm all out of munchies.
He's like racing up next to you, and he does a kick flip and cuts off your head, and then he says like, "Looks like I'm ahead in the race." Perfect.
Then he puts your head on the ground and hits it with the side of the axe as if he was playing golf, and it goes up into the sky, and he goes, "Wow, we're reaching astronomical heights."
What if you break your skateboard, he's like literally like crippled, like he can't move. It's like he only knows how to skate to
but the second his feet touch a skateboard, he can move normally.
Right, exactly. He's like fucked without his skateboard. Like he has to crawl on the ground.
But that's why he always keeps a bunch of expandable, collapsible skateboards in his pockets. So if it gets broken, he takes out like a teeny tiny one, he presses a button, and it turns into a normal skateboard. And they all look slightly different. So a fight scene with him would be like him zooming around in the skateboard, and then it breaks, and he just brings out a slightly different skateboard that has a different gimmick. So one could have an axe, another one could fly, another one could have
like a chainsaw.
Like two... I was gonna say, yeah. Like a chainsaw.
Or one has like a gun.
Or like...
There's a gun taped to it.
Oh.
It could be like, you know the little like kind of like mini skateboard toys, the tech deck?
Yes, tech decks.
Yeah, so he has like a box of that. He has like a box of that he carries, and he like
it's just like a bunch of tech decks that get big.
Yeah, like when he throws them out, they become big. They become like normal size skateboard. That's like his little capsule. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. I grew up around skaters. I know how they think. I know how their mind works. I've been a fake skater since 2008.
He has one axe, he has the other.
He has like
axe.
he needs more axes.
Are you gonna give him a mohawk that looks somewhat like an axe blade?
I guess I could do that. Well, first I gotta give him the head.
Or is his head gonna be an axe with spiky teeth?
He needs to be ahead in the competition. Ahead in the race.
Ahead. He needs to get ahead.
Well, he's out to get one.
Thanks for letting me get ahead.
Thanks for letting me get some head.
Whoa.
And at the same time, he's also still me.
Yeah.
You gotta give him a beard.
Your trademark little dot eyes and mustache.
You got him. If you give him a beard, he could be like a lumberjack skater.
Yeah, lumberjack skater. That's
lumberjack skater. Axel the lumberjack. Axel lumberjack or something like that.
No, let's go with the backwards.
Axel Jack.
Axel Jack. He looked like a Steve Buscemi in that one meme picture where he's like, "How you do, fellow kids?" but he's acting too.
I have never seen that movie, but I love that clip.
It's I think it's from
Graf isn't even that old.
I think it's from the show Dirty Rock. Dirty Rock. Yeah, Graf, aren't you like my same age?
Maybe, but like different TV.
I'm like I'm 24.
No, I'm younger.
Okay,
wait, what?
Word.
Oh, no, shit. I'm 23. What the fuck?
Sometimes I forget how old I am, and then I go
Same.
back. I look at Twitter to see, wait, how old am I? Go to my Twitter bio, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 24.
I'm kind of proud of this.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I dig it.
I like him.
Time to shred. Yeah, I'm 24. I just checked right now.
Oh my god, Dr. Shred.
Dr. Shred.
Dr. Axel Shred.
But he's not doctor themed.
He's not a doctor, though. He's not a doctor.
I like I think a good like show that has really funny naming conventions is the show Venture Bros. You ever seen Venture Bros?
No.
No, but my brothers quote it all the time.
Oh yeah, it's a great show. You can watch the whole thing for free on AdultSwim.com because they play the whole series like on an endless
I watched
loop.
some of it at some point.
Yeah. All the characters' names are like kind of like puns. There's a character called Phantom Limb, and his like limbs are invisible. And there's a character called Brick Frog, which is a guy just like a frog and he throws bricks.
He throws a brick.
Brick Frog. And I'm trying to think of there's like a Doctor Doom ripoff who's like a guy with like a metal underbite.
Dr. Bloom?
No, his name is Baron Underbite. Because he has like a weird metal underbite. There's a guy called Fat Chance, which is like a fat guy, and he has like a.
Ooh, that's really good.
he has like a question mark on his outfit, and the whole of the question mark he pulls out like random things from like space and time. So it should just be whatever. That's why it's called Fat Chance.
All right.
Or do you wanna color this or not?
No, probably not. This is too rough of a sketch. I really need to learn how to draw cleaner.
No, it's fine. It's
Here we go, Axel. It's just Axel.
Time to shred.
Nice.
Let me cut to the chase. Time to cut the competition.
Time to chop some wood.
Let's cut to the chase.
I have wood.
All right.
Time to cut it down to size.
All right, I'm ready.
He's just out
Alright,
there trying to
cool.
chop things up. Let's go, James.
Alright, you're next.
Okay. So, I had trouble thinking about a gimmick. But in the end, I think I want to do somebody that values style above everything else. I want a very, very stylish villain. And that's what I'm going to go for. I'm just going to improvise.
Alright.
So, let's see.
What's some things that come to mind when you think stylish?
A suit.
Suit. Suit villains are like fine for like when they want to seem like they're classy, you know, or if they're part of an organization or a business or something.
That's true.
Yeah, suit villains make me think of like mobsters, like a Kingpin, or
Yeah, that's not exactly what I'm going for. It's more like a fashionista sort of character than a
or,
classy like a classy businessman style.
Okay.
That's not what I'm going for.
when I think of like very fashionable villains, I think of like Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians.
Ah, that works.
Yeah, that's true. She's very stylish.
What if it's like a?
I'm trying to think of a pose.
I know this is your character, but what if it's like a clash of different fashion styles? And it's like a patchwork of it, and you could call it Fashion Frankenstein or something like that. Fashionstein.
Fashion victim would be cool.
Fashion victim. Fashion police. The fashion fascist.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, they're like fashion Nazis. Yeah, they could have like the classic like fascist attire, the whole uniform get up, but it's like I don't know, maybe like
it's all in very bright colors.
All very bright colored, cheetah print.
And sparkling.
They'll have like lipsticks and very stylish like sunglasses.
This is way too big.
Yeah.
If you want to design the whole body, but you can.
I do.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna write down. Gotta write down the name Fashionstein.
That's a pretty good one.
Might be useful later.
Yeah, I wish I would have come up with a better pose as well.
No, it's fine. Like a lot of like. I mean, that's how it is when you like you put on the spot to try to come up with something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, being on the show really reminds me that I should draw more and focus on making clear lines that read.
Yeah. Kind of like focusing on, I guess, the bigger shapes, you know?
Yeah. Or like just, maybe it's just humans. Maybe it's because I haven't drawn humans in a long while because I've been animating animals for months. I need to get back into that.
I used to have I still have it, but back when I used to be like on Tumblr a lot, I would save every picture of like a person in a pose that I like, and I just have a massive folder just filled with like humans in different poses and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I just spend like a whole day just drawing each one of those pictures as close to the original as I can, until like later, like everything I learned from doing that, I just kind of got subconsciously. So later I just did it, you know, because I just already learned it. You get me?
Yeah. You just have it like
it's
in your muscle memory.
Yeah. And it's kind of like helpful doing poses because then you like get the main idea of what kind of like the important shapes are of a pose and whatnot, you know?
Yeah. I gotta get back into that. Like just probably won't even take that long because I feel like I've been better at it in the past. Just like need to remind myself how to draw that stuff and then improve from that.
I feel it. With a lot of like, I guess a lot of the villains I come up with, it's just they're already kind of like based on like ideas that I already like. You know, I just kind of tweak it more to something I would like. I'm pretty sure I explained it before on like another SPP episode where I said like the original idea for Villivers came from a prompt during like Inktober called Bad Guys Club, where you're supposed to redesign all these bad guys.
Yeah.
And and a lot of them were just so different from the original, they might as well be original characters, right? But there's some characters in the Bad Guys Club that were just too close to the original, so I had to redesign them completely. Like the villain, for example, was based on another character called the Bad Guy, right? And they had their own version of the devil, so I had to make my own version of the devil and make it like more unique to something I like. Even though like, you ever played the game Dragon's Quest?
No.
Okay, well you know that the person who designed basically all of Dragon's Quest was Akira Toriyama.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah, like he designed like the monsters and all the human characters and villains, and then And in the second Dragon Quest, like the main bad guy for that one was like this guy who wore like a big robe and like had kind of like wing bat ears and whatnot, right? And I really like that look, so I'm like, I want like my devil character to kind of invoke that same feeling when you see that design, you know. So like my devil has like a big robe that kind of looks like a piñata design almost, right? Yeah,
It does, yeah.
Yeah, but everything about him is like just from other characters, other things that I like from like other designs, like how his face is just like a black shadow, and you can just see his eyes and his mouth, and that's kind of based on like this one bad guy from one of the Kirby games called the Wham Bam Jewel, who's like a monster who just see his eyes and his mouth, but he's like completely in shadow and he's like giant fist. So I'm like, I like that face. I want a character with a face like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just kind of pick things you like already like. You know, I guess that's why it was kind of easy for me to come up with like the Frosty Pop design, because it was just design elements I seen before that I like, and I just reincorporated them. You know?
Sure. I mean, you've been designing villains for a long time right now. It's just like, I guess you like really.
You just gotta know what you like
at the moment. Yeah.
You just like just probably like a lot of stuff you like, but you don't think too much about the stuff that you like. You get me? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I never really thought about what I like about villain designs or something.
Well, not just villain designs, but just character designs in general.
Well, not even that, because I haven't been doing a lot of character design lately. So, yeah, I should start thinking about that again.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever for example, like villain versus like a project that like you need to know what you like, so you can just pump out a design right there and then, right? You just kind of just need like the right motivation to encourage you. I think another big like person that kind of made me think about a lot about what I like was this artist called Bogleach, and I interviewed him for my podcast. And he has a website where he just writes articles about monsters and monster designs, right? And he talks a lot about what he likes in a design, right? And his taste is like very like massive. Like he'll appreciate any monster design, and he'll talk about what he likes, and that kind of made me think about it. Okay, what do I like in a monster? You know, like if you ever look at like, I mean, for example, if there's a certain kind of Pokemon you like, you know, you should probably think about what exactly is like the reoccurring idea that you like about your favorite Pokemon designs. You know, just as like an example, right? Because I feel like you guys like dig Pokemon more than like just general villain stuff. You get me?
Yeah.
Or what are you doing like a Matador kind of thing here?
This already looks very stylish.
He's sort of like a princely shoulder patty matador sort of character.
He's a matador. El matador.
The fashion killer.
The fashion killer. Fashion.
He kills you with fashion.
Killer queen.
Killer queen. the model. The fashion killer.
Model citizen.
The model citizen.
I can already like see him running around and just like whenever he fights anybody, he's just like criticizing their fashion choices.
He looks like he has like a. What if he has like a sword, but it's like a giant sewing needle?
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I was wondering what weapon to give him. That's perfect.
Yeah, because he looks like he could have a sword, but if he's all about fashion, it should be a sword that looks like a sewing needle, you know?
My first thought was like a scissor.
he could have a thimble on each one of his fingers or something.
No.
Or he could have like sewing thread, and he could use that to like capture people.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you guys said the needle.
Yeah. Go into
he captures them with the thread, and then he pierces them with the needle.
He attacks runway shows because he doesn't like the designs of their outfits. So he goes in there, kidnaps them, and redesigns their outfit. without their consent.
How villainous.
How terrible.
I can see like if he continuously like fights against a hero, I can totally see the hero being extremely annoyed every time he fights him, just because he keeps criticizing his fashion, his outfit.
Really, hun? Is that what you're wearing?
It's the same thing you wore last fight. What is happening?
No, am I not important enough for you so you could wear something more formal?
Did you even put that in the washing machine since last fight, man? See, I can still see the bloodstains from last time.
The bloodstains.
What if your outfit is so bad he just won't fight you?
He just refuses. Yeah,
he just refuses. Like he won't do it. And then I guess in that case, that's how they defeat him. They pick an outfit so bad he can't. He won't fight. He won't fight you.
But then he could just run away.
That's true. Or maybe his mood changes all the time about what he considers good. He's not very consistent.
Sure, just like real fashion.
Yeah.
Changes with the times.
Yeah. So, there's multiple ways to confront him.
Ooh, does he run a fashion blog?
That would be funny.
Yes, he runs a fashion blog.
And that's how they find him in the end.
They map out the places he's been. They figure out a pattern. What if he's hired by other villains to design outfits for them?
Oh, that's
business,
actually pretty cool. Yeah. He
Yeah.
has this villain fashion blog where he writes about designing this villain's outfit and that villain's outfit.
Or he critiques other villains' outfit. He's like one of those angry
he has an outfit review channel.
yeah. And he talks about all the bad outfits that other supervillains are wearing. Like, really, hun? Again with the clown getup? It's not 1982 anymore. I'm sorry, I didn't know all these villains got their ideas from the fucking circus. Polka dots are so last year.
I like his mask.
It's like butterfly themed. Looks like it. What if his name is like Monsieur? What's the French word for Mister?
Monsieur.
Senor.
It's not French.
Oh, I thought you said
French
Spanish. Sorry.
Did you say Spanish?
French is Monsieur.
Monsieur,
yeah.
right? Yeah, Monsieur.
Monsieur.
Monsieur Monarch. Something with the M.
Oh, the Monarch. His name is the Monarch because it's like a butterfly thing.
Well, the Monarch is already the name of a villain in Venture Bros.
Yeah, the Mighty Monarch.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's it's kind of taken. I mean, you can use it if you want. There's a lot of characters that have the same name. Monarch Miser. Maybe something with the word Taylor. How about
just something.
So Lacey Taylor would say, "Suit yourself."
the terrifying Taylor.
The terrifying.
That's kind of funny.
the Phantom.
Maybe he's
Taylor.
just like a very mundane name, just like John Taylor, or something.
Greg Taylor.
Greg Taylor.
Taylor Swift.
Mass Taylor.
Swift Taylor.
Swift Taylor.
He's like really fast.
Oh, he pops
tailoring.
out outfits quick.
Yeah. I mean, he probably has multiple names for like his review channel, for his blog, and then as a villain.
Yeah. Taylor After Dark,
Taylor After Dark.
It's just the Taylor.
The Titan Taylor. Or, the Terror of the Taylor. What if, he has a cape? He looks like a swashbuckler. Like a
The
pirate.
Taylorist.
That's, yeah.
The Taylorist? Oh, God. He does a massive, terrorist friend stuff that's related to fashion.
Yeah.
Oh god. Bombs fashion shows. Bombing fashion shows sound like something that would happen in real life, not gonna lie. Horrifying. You think of his holster to hold his sword? Or does he throw like needles like a ninja?
Both.
He sets up string traps. He doesn't have a mustache. He's like short hair?
What'd you say, sorry?
Does he have like short hair? Or is it like a mask?
I wanted to make it like slicked back hair. Like,
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
like all shiny.
With a ponytail.
I gotcha.
Ooh, a ponytail could work.
But you wouldn't see it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, maybe a mustache?
Are ponytails fashionable?
Yeah. I mean, maybe the mustache is too much.
Yeah, there's already a lot going on in his face, but it's really funny. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I love
I'm
with
keeping
mustaches like that.
I think that works.
Alright, turn off the James layer, Graf.
Alright.
Turn off the layers, Kronk.
Whoa. Oh, there's so many details in the outfit. Oh man, I'm starting to feel...
I kind of want to give him like some crazy pattern somewhere, like maybe he has like...
I think the whole thing needs crazy patterns. I think the whole thing needs crazy patterns.
What?
Maybe he's wearing plaid pants.
No.
It was like
This
pinstripes.
is it's getting better and better.
Yeah, it's like plaid. Like, hold on, it'll make sense in a second.
No, I gotcha.
Nice.
Monsieur Monarch, or fashion thief, Monsieur Monarch.
I'm not sure if the plaid pants fit, but I don't. It's like he's wearing
I think
pajama
the point
pants.
is that they clash a little bit because they're ugly on purpose.
He's
I think.
avant-garde.
Or maybe he,
he's too avant-garde for our meek fashion taste.
Yeah.
or maybe the joke is that he's the one with actual bad taste.
Yeah.
Like he's just
That's
so
pretty good.
Yeah, he's so judgmental, but the thing is that he's the one who has shitty taste.
That works.
Yeah, that's his. That's the joke. That's his flaw.
This guy's pretty funny. I like him.
So everybody has like perfect outfits, and he just arrives at the scene and is like, "Oh, what are you wearing today?" And everybody's just like, "What are you talking
What are
about?"
you wearing
What are
today?
you wearing? Look at what you're wearing. Goddamn. Looks like you tripped. It looks like you tripped inside the lost and found of elementary school.
Well, I don't think if he's me as a villain, but he's pretty fucking funny, so I like him.
All right. What's his name?
I'm done. Wait, his name.
It's not a villain without a name.
Yeah, it needs a name. Something.
I still really like Fashion Victim.
I like fashion victim. Like
Fashion Fascist.
I mean, he's fat. I like the whole Monsieur Monarch, fashion thief, fashion critic,
Fashion fiend.
Okay, that works. Got the alliteration. It's gotta be. I like it when a name is like fun to say out loud. He's sending a lot of missed messages in this outfit. There's like so much going on. Oh boy.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
I like his design. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I could have done better, but I don't have a lot of juice tonight, so that's about as good as I want to do.
This is already pretty good.
It's fine.
I like it more than mine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fashion fiend.
Alright. I guess that's it for this episode.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was fun.
If anybody else wants to say anything else, I'm pretty spoken.
Read Villainverse, links below.
Check it out. It's really, really fun. I enjoy it. I liked both chapters a lot. Cheesy's good at action, and the panel layouts have been pretty. The flow of the panels is what impresses me a lot.
Thank you.
As well as the variety of character poses and expressions, and just how much personality each design has.
Yeah, the variety of characters itself, like so many cool designs in there.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad people dig these designs.
They're pretty great.
Yeah, thanks. I want there to be like at least 150 villains by the end.
Ooh, yeah, so we can get the trading cards.
Oh my god, just like Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wanted to, because like at the end there's gonna be like
get my villain decks, get all the entries.
there's gonna be a giant end game style fight at the end. You'll see. That's not
amazing.
I feel like that's.
The cover of Chapter 1 already was like an endgame fight.
Oh no, the one at the end is a lot more bigger. There's bigger stakes at the end, and the fight in Chapter 1 was more of a selfish fight, which is a fight of egos against each other.
Yeah.
The fights later on get more cosmic. All right.
More
Ooh,
cosmic.
I want the increase in scale. I'm excited. All right. It was really fun chatting with you, Cheesy. And I enjoyed seeing your drawing process.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys.
Everybody, read Villainverse. Join the Discord. Join the Sketchy People Plaza, and send us your villain at Sketchy People. _cast #sketchwithus. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.